Imagine two families living on the same street. Both earn almost the same income. 20 years later, one family owns multiple homes, has investments worth over $1 million, and never worries about money. The other is drowning in debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and wondering where all their money went. What happened? The surprising part is that it wasn't because one family won the lottery or started a billion-dollar company. It all came down to a few daily habits that most people never notice. Today, you'll discover why one poor family became wealthy while everyone else stayed broke, and how you can apply the exact same principles starting today. Many people believe becoming rich requires a six-figure salary. Others think you need to be lucky, have rich parents, or find the perfect investment. But research tells a different story. Studies consistently show that long-term financial success depends far more on behavior than income. In fact, millions of people earning over $100,000 every year still struggle financially because their spending grows just as fast as their income. Meanwhile, many ordinary families quietly build wealth on average salaries. The difference isn't intelligence. It isn't education. And it definitely isn't expensive cars or luxury clothes. It's mindset. Think about it. Most of us grow up watching the people around us manage money. If our parents constantly bought things they couldn't afford, we often believe that's normal. If everyone around us uses credit cards for vacations and new phones, we begin copying those habits without questioning them. You're not alone if you've made these mistakes. Most people simply repeat financial behaviors they learned as children. The good news? Habits can change. And once your habits change, your financial future begins changing too. So here's exactly what separated that wealthy family from everyone else. Point 1. They bought assets instead of status. The first family didn't spend money trying to look rich. Instead of buying luxury cars with huge monthly payments, they invested in index funds, retirement accounts, and eventually rental property. Assets generate income. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. That simple difference changes everything. But this next habit is even more powerful. Point 2. They paid themselves first. Most people save whatever money is left at the end of the month. Successful families reverse the process. Every paycheck, they automatically invested 20% before spending anything else. They treated investing like a mandatory bill. Over decades, compound growth did the heavy lifting. Small amounts became life-changing wealth. And that's where many people underestimate the power of time. Point 3. They ignored lifestyle inflation. Here's what usually happens. Someone gets a raise. A bigger apartment. A newer car. More expensive vacations. Within months, they're just as broke as before. The wealthy family celebrated raises by increasing investments instead of increasing spending. Every raise became another step toward financial freedom. We're halfway through. Now comes the habit that surprised researchers the most. Point 4. They never stopped learning. They spent less time scrolling social media and more time reading books about money, investing, and business. Knowledge compounds just like money. One new idea can change every financial decision you make for the next 40 years. Even reading just one finance book every month can dramatically improve financial confidence. But knowledge alone isn't enough. Here's why. Point 5. They avoided bad debt. Not all debt is equal. Debt used to buy appreciating assets can build wealth. Debt used for clothes, gadgets, and vacations usually destroys it. Before every purchase, they asked one question: will this make me richer or poorer? That single question prevented thousands of unnecessary purchases. And now for the biggest lesson. Point 6. They thought long-term. Most people think about this weekend. Wealthy people think about the next 20 years. Instead of chasing quick money, they consistently invested month after month, even during market crashes. History shows that markets recover over time, rewarding patient investors. The family's biggest advantage wasn't earning more. It was staying consistent when everyone else gave up. Consistency beat brilliance. Every single time. Let's recap the 3 biggest lessons. First, Buy assets instead of status symbols. Second, invest before you spend. Third, think in decades, not days. Remember, wealth isn't built through one lucky decision. It's built through thousands of small decisions repeated consistently. So here's your challenge. Today, identify just one poor money habit you're ready to replace. Maybe it's impulse shopping. Maybe it's not saving. Maybe it's avoiding investing because it feels complicated. Comment below with the one habit you're changing this week. I'd love to hear it. And if you want more simple finance stories that help you think like the wealthy without confusing jargon, subscribe and turn on notifications. In the next video, we'll explore the daily habits that quietly keep millions of people poor, even when they earn good money. Until then, keep learning, keep investing, and keep building your future.